Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today I'm going to be taking a look at another demo that was made available as part of Steam Next Fest. This is Defender's Quest 2, Mists of Ruin. Back in the day I played quite a lot of Defender's Quest 1. I can't remember when it came out. It was probably around 10 years ago, if not more. But I really enjoyed it, played a lot of it. Never really thought about a sequel, but one's on the verge of coming out, it looks like. So it was probably the first tower defense game I actually played. I played a few since then, but I enjoyed it a lot, and it was a good time. So let's go into the demo and see for ourselves what this is about. I did play a little bit before, but let's go into a new game. There's a hole in reality spilling madness from the mind of a dead king, and with it, the murk rises. The murk defies gravity, alters land and body and soul, and with every shift of its tide, the people of the Shining Lands watch their pinprick of light on the surface of the world slip away. Vessels bearing the combined force of humanity launch themselves towards the membrane between the Shining Lands and the murk, only knowing that the monsters stream from the world below. The bounty hunters of our tale have a single advantage over the press of would-be heroes, a captain willing to die to fulfill her word. This power will damn them. Okay, so we've got a party screen. All we've got at the moment is what looks like our vessel. We have a shop that's currently empty. Let's just start our tutorial battle, shall we? Captain, you didn't eat your soup. You know I don't eat much when we're on a job. We're always on a job. Speaking of jobs, pilot, how close are we to the flood zone? We've just arrived, Captain, and our passenger appears to be complaining about the route change, again. If the summons of the capital aren't enough to get her to shut up, tell her she'll get all the research material she needs once we hit the front line. Must be a hell of a disturbance for the capital to pull us off of bounty duty. That's what I hear. Crew, the threshold's rising, and if reports are to be believed, there's monsters following in its wake. If we don't find out why, the Shining Lands, our friends, our children, they all drown. And ain't no bringing them back. Does the Reeves' transporter work? Affirmative, we're ready to sail and smash. Then let's go hunting. Got Evney, captain of the Reeves, single-minded and relentless, specialises in medium-range melee strikes. Continue. Anywhere to start? The Reeves has landed. You'll need to fight from one place. Remember, the flood zone works different than land. Almost impossible to move once you get stuck in. Got it. And hey, the Reeves takes too much damage. We get out of here. Can't keep me alive from a broken ship. Monsters come from here. They want to get here. We need to stop them. I mean, I think it's probably pretty straightforward as games like this go. Tower defense. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's just get going. It's going to tell us in a minute. I did do the tutorial already, so it's going to tell us about boosts. Right, it's just introducing us to the walk bug, our first enemies. They're the basic enemies. All they do is pretty much go in a straight line. Well, yeah, around the bends and stuff. Very soon it's going to tell us to give her a boost to raise the... give her a second skill. Unusual critters. You're collecting data for our special passenger. I'm seeing every slice, Captain. The Reeves uses juice to summon defenders. The juice is kind of like mana, or like summoning stuff. Killing the enemies recharges it. But those creatures are full of juice. Juice is a natural resource. Well, we're supposed to be pulling that out of the... Don't go asking questions about this dive. I see an opportunity here. Let's dance, Bugs. She's doing alright. This is Evney's boost bar. So this is, it explains it there. But basically when you hit boost, it upgrades them to give them a second skill. And throughout the full game, not in the demo that I've seen, but throughout the full game, they'll add new skills down here. And then to sort of get to each new tier, you're going to need to do sort of probably increasing numbers of this boost. Well, we already know it was 75 for the first one. This needs 125 for a potential tier 3. And also, we can speed it up, get this done a bit quicker. Quite basic one. Evney has leveled up, so we're going to give her some skill points. Yep, so basically each of our sort of tier abilities will be able to upgrade at some point. We can only do the first level at the moment. We can increase the damage of our basic attack by 25%, just a flat increase. Or we can increase it by 50% when we're standing alone. Like, I don't know quite how the game measures that, whether that's adjacency or within a certain number of tiles. It doesn't say. Oh, when Defender stands next to an ally, which is harder to do in this demo at least, I know from the levels I've played. So I'm going to do Lone Wolf, in fact, because we're going to be on our own for a fair bit. And just getting like, we'll be able to sort of double our damage with that at the next level up. It's worse than the Capital told us. Much worse, it appears. We can ask for more money. Heck, we should ask for more money. They didn't give us all the facts because any other bounty crew would have run. We already agreed on a fee dive. Anyway, I'm intrigued now. I'm here to see how it ends.
Captain, we...
No time, Roland. We got a trail to follow. Getting a bit Australian with that, aren't I?
But you still didn't eat your soup.
Alright, next battle. Branching path, the hunters fight against the rising tide. Are we really going to follow these bugs to their nest, or whatever's threatening to flood the Shining Lands? If we have to. A lot of monsters out there, and that shoreline keeps the rising. Is that going to be a problem for you? Well, you know my components need juice. I'm aware. I'm also aware that you used to siphon extra juice from a mission, refine it into Glowtex back in your room. I can still help. I want to help. And piloting the Reeves doesn't count as help. You know what I mean? Warren, when you saw me out there fighting, did you want to take that juice yourself? I really did. Then I would heavily suggest you staying in the Reeves as long as possible. Point taken, Captain. So we've got a laser cannon now. That's it's loaded, it's mounted onto our ship. And if I press A, it will give us some targeting that we can use. Let's put the captain here for now. Hey, send me more juice. You're going to boost your abilities by burning juice like those automatons we had to stop using. Bingo. Let's use the extra juice from these bugs for good, shall we? Yeah, so we're going to boost up. It's going to introduce us to it in a sec, but basically we can zap these bugs now. It's on a cooldown. And there's different slots on our sort of home base for different cannons, so we should be able to add some more of those in the near future. I'm going to just speed this up because it's going to go... There's not too much to it, these opening levels. It's just kind of introducing us to the concepts at the moment. Oh no, Evan, you can't... Oh, God, yeah, let's slow this down, hang on.
You've got supporting fire.
Look at you, Mr. Charming. The Reeves let you spin up the cannons again. Yeah, so let me put this back down to normal speed because I'm going to need to zap these bugs as they come through. Probably go a bit faster. Alright, there we go. There was only 3 of them. White Hat ship gained a level. Okay, I don't know why it's called White Hat ship there, whether that's placeholder text or something, but it's called the Reeves now. But anyway, it's got more HP, and that's good. Well, hey, Reeves, you're holding up pretty well out there.
Roar. We haven't been to the flood zone in a while, but I'm feeding him his favourites. He should be able to go as far as we need.
Are you saying the same things I'm saying?
Bounty crews and military vessels turning back towards the capital by the dozens. Others falling like flies. I sure am.
That could be us. We have combat data. We could go back and be part of a larger response. We took a job dive. We gave our word. These creatures have to be coming from somewhere. We find the source, we end the threat, and the threshold stops rising. I'll burn through the murk itself if it means saving our city, understood? We're right behind you, Captain. Battle number 3. So we have a choice of levels now. We can do a casual mode, not many rewards, normal mode, better rewards, or advanced mode, very good rewards. I'm going to do normal mode for now. But I know, as with the first Defender's quest, a big part of the game was sort of, advancing the ones you could do, and then you'd reach sort of a level or have the right equipment to then go back to previous battles and try to get the extra stars. So we'll do that now. We'll do it at normal level first, and we'll come back at a later point and do the rest. Miss Hunt, I almost thought the rest of the Shining Lands abandoned those of us living on the coast. They have. We're stopping at your shop for supplies. Oh, that's news. You're also taking a lot of the items off the shelves. I intend to pay for them. That said, these shelves might not be here in a few minutes.
Captain, you wanted to know when the creatures were half a reel away? They're here.
Mind saving these ropes for me? I've got to take care of something outside.
Of course. I'm not sure if there's anyone left to sell these to anyway.
Right, so we're going to pop you... Well, we're going to have to deal with the creatures that come out from this way ourselves, clearly. Let's boost her. Going to speed up. New creature type. It's nice that it pauses and gives you this little introduction screen. Pinch Bug. This one can fight back, so this is going to be damaging us as we're damaging them. So we'll just help out with a little bit of zappy zap. I think Ebony can deal with these herself. Alright, so we should get some coming through us now. Head back to the ship if you get really hurt. We'll cross that bridge if we get there. Flip. Flip. There we go, not too bad. Yeah, no levels ups this time. The Shining Army, the Council, we had assurances. We're a part of the same nation, the same heart. I was promised security. This monster's made a juice out there. The way most people work, you don't have a deal no more. How much are these supplies going to cost me? 2,000 credits. Fixing prices at the end of the world, how about that? Bone, give the man what he's asking for. Money won't be any good past this point. We'll be relying on scrap. And it might be the last payment he sees. Oh. Alright, so the shop's open now. We have various things down here. We have weapons. We actually have 400 scrap, so we can buy Evney a new doobob here. And that one actually, but we can go back and have a look at it, but that one, it's going to do extra damage to the enemies that attack us. So that's quite good. But we'll push on to the next one. Again, we'll play this one at normal. Obviously, better bonuses at the next tier. But we'll be going back to it and trying to do it in a bit. Oh, sorry.
Is our secondary transporter working?
It was last week. You aren't planning to go out there, are you?
From what we've already seen of those creatures, they're going to keep evolving. I'm planning to hit them with something they won't expect.
Best prepare your apology for the captain early, then. We got Roland, the ship's cook and Evney's personal bodyguard. Specialises in crowd control and drawing attacks. So let's put him down. We'll put the captain there. Everything's got keyboard shortcuts, you'll notice. Roland, I thought I ordered the crew to stay on the reefs.
One of the onions rolled up the ship. Came down to get it.
Oh, I better stay out of your way then. At level 2, he can use his second technique, Bounce. So he kind of knocks people back along their lane, so we will boost him. Let's boost Evney. And we'll go double speed.
Those enemies are coming for us. I'll attract their attention. I've got armor.
Won't see me complaining. Roland's active status effect, so he so if we click on him, he can do taunt, so he'll attract, while that sort of little face is up, he's actually drawing aggro from creatures that can attack our units. I'll just give these a little zap as they go by. So you can see with the taunt up, he's the one getting hit. So that's pretty good. Right, he's got the chance to have another whack at that one. You can see the knockback there. And enemies go back down the lane. There we go, not too bad. Got some level ups, so Evney, I think we're going to go all in on this one. Let's double our damage then, as a lone wolf. Oh, should go back to Roland. You managed to catch those onions that rolled off the ship?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Then why aren't there onions in the pantry? If you and Warren make the choice to come out here and you fall, I may not be able to catch you. Don't make me choose between you and the job, understood?
Aye, Captain.
I'm Roland. Thanks for chasing those onions today.
Always, Captain.
Right, so let's go back to the party screen, because Roland's got level up stuff to do as well. So, on his main attack, he can increase damage by 25%, or he can add slow to the enemy that he hits, or he can add a chance to flip. Foe is flipped upside down for 4 seconds, immobilizing them and negating armor. I mean, they're both good, but so I think I'll have both. I mean, and in future levels, we can always take them to 100%. Let's look in the shop. Weapons. So we can afford a Roland weapon. And there's an ice bomb that uses a different currency. These stars are kind of done for achieving a difficulty level. So let's buy that. So we'll load that into our empty slot. And then we'll buy Roland's new club as well. There we go. So what we can do now that we've got a bit more going on, let's go back to the previous level, and we're going to try this at the advanced level and see if we can do this. So I'll put you there, we'll put you there, we'll boost, boost. I'm just going to keep an eye out for these guys. We'll try and let these two deal with anything that comes down the red lane. Okay, so we got some stuff coming now. Oh no, where's my laser? Dealt with. Send the next. So this one's going to take a couple of hits. A little bit hairy, that one. We can freeze them though, so we'll have to remember we can do that. I think we'll be okay this wave. Just about. I think that's it. Let's use the freeze though, so we can kind of see what it does. So yeah, these guys frozen in place for a bit. Smickety smack. All done. Okay, so we've done the higher level now. Higher difficulty. Got an extra 300 scrap, more XP. Rather than redoing that one now, let's go on to the next one and then come back. So we've got new enemy type. We've got 2 lanes, but we should be able to hit everything that comes through because we've got our little deployment squares in there.
Looks like you recognize this part of the coast.
Oh, you're watching me steer? I'll blame that on bad habits. I used to spend a lot of time out here.
Bad habits?
There's quite a few juice mining rigs out on the coast by the threshold. I'd sail around, figure out when juice would get shipped back to port. Sometimes a canister or two wouldn't make it back to the Shining Lands, mysteriously. I'm better now, really. I'm staying inside the ship.
Dive, if you ever want to talk about it.
Blockade of juice monsters ahead, time to go.
Aye, Captain. Before I go, I just wanted to let you know, I don't judge you for that past. I hope you don't judge yourself for it either.
Bone, you were so eager to join me. Let's get out there and cut a path, eh?
Sorry, Captain, I'm on my way.
Alright, so let's stagger these guys a little bit. So let's have you there, we'll have you there. We'll boost both. Let's just get double speed. Anything that kind of gets to this point, we'll try and freeze, I think. We should hopefully be mostly okay here on the standard difficulty. Bone there, a few things past. New enemy type, Speed Bug. Fast enemies that can rush past defenders. Okay, so I'm actually going to drop that down to normal speed as we've got speedy creatures here. Just to make sure we get these guys. Oh, he's not one on his back. Well, the speed demons are quite frail is the word I'm looking for. Right, let's put some lasers down here as well. I think these two will probably finish these off. Looks like it, doesn't it? Something next up. Might freeze them. Might freeze them there. So get a few more hits on. There we go. Let's soften them up. Ready with the freeze in case we need it. Let's just freeze these here, we'll work on them. Yeah, we should be able to do these. There we go. Still no upgrades.
I heard you talking to the captain about wanting to help out there.
I want to, but I can't. It's the juice. I wish I could.
How long have you been sober now?
From using Glowtex, I've been sober for about a year. It would have been 4 years, but I relapsed.
It's hard quitting. It's hard quitting something after you've started up again.
I know all about that.
I see someone who knows how hard that work is and is doing it anyway. Just thought you should know. I'll get to preparing lunch.
So next level, we've got a bigger deployment square, and the blue lane enemies cannot be hit by the enemies by the units here. So that's interesting. Again, we'll go in at the normal level. Hey, Roland. I remember the last time I lost control surrounded by Glowtex. Evany nearly had to put me down herself.
The years since that have been long. You've changed, I've seen it.
I've seen it too. I wanted to tell you, if I ever start to go too far, stop me before it affects the captain.
You've got it, ma'am.
Okay, we've got Warren now, cyborg gunner and pilot of the Reeves. Specialises in long-distance energy attacks. Yeah, so let's put... is that 2? Yeah, okay, you go there. You can go there. You can go there. Let's make sure that we boost you all as well. Alright, everyone's boosted now. Speed up a little bit for these basic rounds. We can make her... She's already doing it automatically, targeting the enemy closest to the end. I think that's what I wanted to continue doing. I should say that it does look like a different world to the first Defender's Quest, which was very much sort of your classic fantasy type setting, as far as I remember it being, like dragons and elves and all sorts of things, magic. Whereas this very much feels more like almost a sci-fi setting. Clearly fantasy elements to it. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be the same world, but like, you know, just later on in its history, maybe? Or if it's something completely unrelated, they've just created a new world for the sequel. Oh wow, the captain's gone. Oh wow, hang on, let's freeze some of these guys. Whew! Just about made it. As much because I wasn't paying attention as anything. So Roland, slow or flip? Let's do the flip. 100% chance to flip. Oh, I did it again. Hey guys, something went into the Reeves and rearranged everything.
I believe when I hired your ship, I paid for protection as well as transportation, yes? Am I incorrect?
We promised you data, Ma'am. We've more than delivered on that front.
Behold my surprise when not only the route substantially changes without my approval, but everyone appears to have left me alone while deep in monster country.
She color-coded my utensils.
And I will do far worse if my research or personal safety is compromised again. Am I understood?
You have my word that we'll do better, Ma'am. Is it too late for us to drop her overboard in the middle of the night by accident? Unfortunately, yes. So let's go back to the party, because Warren had some unused skill points there. So again, the 25% increase to damage, like a strike through, or adds 50% chance of zaps to basic. Electricity slows foe for 2 seconds. I think we might go for 100% chance on that. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Also in the shop, got some basic armor for 400 and a new blaster for Warren, so let's buy that. And we got enough money for one armor, so I'm going to put that on Evney, who seems a bit more fragile. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to have a go at the advanced level of this level. So it's the one where they kind of come through the middle and then split off either way. So let's oh yeah, advanced. Let's begin that now. And what we can do here is if any sort of get round here and start getting through, we can maybe unsummon Say Bone and put Warren in with her ranged. Maybe Warren should have that kind of range. So she can't hit there, we know that much. It's a shame she can't get there. Oh well. Nope, let's not that. Gotta pay more attention here. This is the more advanced level. Okay there. We're going to have to weaken these guys as they come down, I think. It's quite nice that the home base sort of the one you're protecting for tower defense, kind of has like an active role in it as well. Okay, let's freeze these so they can keep having a go at them. It's hard to pick out the one you want to shoot. I'm not going to send levels down prematurely. Let's just deal with the ones that come through first. Alright, we'll send them down now, though. Looks like it. We've got a wave of 11, and a wave of 18 of these sort of tougher enemies. That's good. Bunch them all up. Yeah. I hope they're doing cleave damage like AoE, but I'm not sure that they are. I think they are. Okay. So, well, that knockback is great. Alright, let's freeze this lot. Not a punishment, isn't he, Roland? Maybe could have given him the armor as he does the taunting, but it seems to have worked out okay. There we go. Advanced level done. So Reeves is leveled up. I think it just does like their HP and stuff, but Ebony's leveled up, so we can do our sort of tier 2 weapon now. So again, 25% damage. Bit of vampirism so that she can gain HP as she attacks. Doesn't feel too bad. I might even do that. Yeah. Okay. But I think we'll actually leave it there for now. So this was a look at the demo of Defenders Quest 2, which is coming out in the near future, I believe. This is part of Next Fest, so I don't know when this video goes out, which I think will be the 27th, because Next Fest will have ended. I don't know whether the demo will still be up, but I'll put a link to the store page in the description of this video, so do check it out if it interests you. I think it's one I'll be picking up. At least playing for myself, so do let me know in the comments as well if it's something you'd like me to play more of on the channel, because as I said, it's probably one I'll be buying anyway. But yeah, leave me a comment. Did you play the original Defenders Quest? If you did, let me know as well, and see if it's as fondly remembered by other people as it is by me. And if you could give this video a thumbs up as well, that'd be great. Any little interaction with the content just helps it to get noticed and helps the channel to grow, which is always very, very appreciated. And lastly, if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you would consider doing so. It'd be great to have you around on Boring Dad Gaming. So I'll just say thanks very much. I've got more demos of Next Fest to come up in the coming days, but I've got loads of other games saved up that I want to play on the channel, so it's just waiting for an opportunity to do so, but that should come soon, I hope. So stick around, and hope to see you elsewhere on Boring Dad Gaming for other content. Bye for now.